Лавсан.
Зингүртгүү.
Okay, Senchi. Hojichin Boding Dan Shu.
Болж байна.
Oh, yes, MB. Come on. Yeah, okay. CS. Decent good hatta.
Сэтгэсэргэн Сэнгүр брэнд.
За бацхан үзэгчдээ MNBASPORTS цугийг үзэж байгаа та бүхэндээ баярлалаа. MNBASPORTS цуг та бүхэндээ тайм аут нэвтрүүлгээ хүргэж байна. Энэ нэвтрүүлгээрээ бид үндэсний Супер лиг тоглож байгаа гадаадын импортын тоглогчдын тухай тэдэнтэй илүү ойр дотн фэнүүдийн асуух гэсэн асуултыг асууж үзэж та бүхэндээ энэ нэвтрүүлгээ хүргэж явах болно. Тэгэхээр энэ удаагийн дугаар буюу бидний хамгийн ихний дугаарт 2014-өөс 15 оны үндэсний Супер лигийн улиралд Мон-Алтиус Мадимос Шонхорууд багт хүрэлцэн ирж тоглосон Smush Parker-тай ярилцахаар ураад байна. Тэгэхээр Smush Parker-ийн хувьд Шонхорууд багийн хувьд улирал дууссан Smush Parker тунхдахгүй нутгаруугаа буцах гэж байгаа. Тэгээд бид түүнийг нэвтрүүлгийнхаа эхний зочноор өрөө оролцуулж байгаа маа. Өнөөдрийн нэвтрүүлгийн гол онцлог нь энэхүү нэвтрүүлэгт эдгээр тоглогчдоос асуух асуултыг би бүгднийг сагсан мөн сонирч үзэгч фэнүүдээс авсан асуулт байгаа. Тийм болохоор үзэгч та бүхний асуусан сонирхолтой асуултуудад эдгээр тоглогчд маань хариулах болно. Good morning and thanks for coming out.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Okay, I just want to say many thanks to you come out here in Mongolia to play our league. So it was nice to have you here, but unfortunately your team got eliminated from the first round of playoff. Okay, I have these questions from the fans. So I'm just gonna basically ask you the questions from the fans. And my first question, this fan asks you, do you have any idea to coming back to Mongolia and play basketball?
Do I have any idea? Well, I don't know the future. I did have fun here. I did enjoy playing here in Mongolia. The fans here were really nice and they made the games exciting. So I don't see why, Mongolia might not be in my future plans.
All right, nice to hear that. If you want to come back, if you ever come back again, if you have an opportunity to choose to play one of the teams, which team would be your choice?
To play with or play against?
To play with.
I don't know. I'm not gonna show favoritism to any team. I'm not gonna choose.
Okay. Next question. Before you come out here play basketball, did you ever heard about Mongolian basketball? And after you come here play some games, what was your first reaction about Mongolian basketball?
No, unfortunately, I've never heard of Mongolian basketball. But since I've been here, I've learned that basketball is big here in Mongolia. It's a growing sport, and there's a lot of good players with a lot of high potential to be better and good players.
Next question: how was the playing? How was play with the Sanchi, who is the best player in Mongolia, in many people's opinion?
Playing with Sanchi was almost like playing with Kobe Bryant. I mean, everybody here knows, or they should know, my story with Kobe Bryant. So I don't want to go too much into it, but it was interesting.
All right. Like a deja vu.
Yeah, almost like a deja vu.
Okay. Next question. The first round of the playoff, your team play against one of the best teams in Mongolia. So, what do you think about that team? So, this question came from the fans. Okay. So one of the fans of Tanung. So.
Okay. Well, you know what? It's funny you asked that question. If I do ever come back to play in Mongolia, I don't want to play for Tannen.
Really?
I want my revenge. I want to beat them. So, no, they are a really good team. The players were very good. Unfortunately, they beat us in the first round of the playoffs. But if I do come back to Mongolia, I will be excited to play against them.
Against them?
Yes.
All right. Okay, how would you rate the Mongolian players' potential
Oh, potentially.
compared to other Asian players? Obviously, you play with the in CBA, Chinese Basketball League. So, compared to Chinese player and the Mongolian,
Well, it's a different style of basketball, you know, from China to Mongolia. It's funny. It's weird. Here in Mongolia, it's more American style basketball. So I can relate to the players here just a little bit, and there's a lot of room for growth, you know, here in Mongolia. The Chinese league, there was a lot of good players, but I feel that in time Mongolia might be able to surpass China.
were they much taller than Mongolians?
Yeah. There was some really tall Chinese players in the CBA. Especially on my team, I had maybe 3 7-footers.
Really?
Yeah, Chinese 7-footers.
All right. So this question is really interesting. Is there any regret to come out here play in Mongolia? At the time, did you have any other offer to play basketball somewhere else?
I did have offers to play elsewhere. Do I have any regret coming to Mongolia? No. When I decided not to pursue to play basketball in the NBA anymore, my decision was made solely so that I can travel the world. Basketball has provided me the ability to travel the world and play basketball at the same time. I've never been here to Mongolia. I've looked it up on Wikipedia. I Googled Mongolia, and from the pictures, it looked pretty cool and it looked nice. And
So it was a known destination to you.
yeah, it was a known destination, and I just decided to come here because I've never been here before.
Okay, this next question is, can you call what's the best 5 players in Mongolia? Can you name them?
Can I name them?
Yeah, in every position.
I'm sorry, I can't. I can't name all the 5 players.
Okay.
It's hard for me to remember names.
Okay, if you do remember your stats here in Mongolia, what was your career high in points in one game in the NBA, and what was your high here in Mongolia, if you can remember?
My career high, I know my career high in the NBA was 32 points. My career high in rebounds in the NBA was 11, and my career high in assists in the NBA, I think, was about 11 as well.
Here in Mongolia?
Here in Mongolia, my high, I would say 33 points, was in a playoff game, game 2.
I remember the game.
Game 2, important game for us. You know, we lost the first game, so I tried to come back and play really big and solid for my team in the playoffs. Rebounds here. The last game we played, I grabbed 10 rebounds. And assists, I think I didn't get any higher than about 9 assists here.
Okay, and then there's this next question. Did you you fell down on the 3rd game of the playoff after you dunk. So at the time, it seemed that you got injured, the hamstring or something. So it was really bothering you during the game and the next game?
It wasn't my hamstring, it was actually my back.
Oh, it was back?
I went up for a dunk, and Mitchell, went to block my dunk, and he actually hit me in the head. So my neck kind of shifted a little bit, and I kind of.
And you landed awkwardly?
Yeah, I landed awkwardly, and it was a back spasm that I had. So it bothered me for the rest of that game and game 4.
But is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay. It's not 100%, but I'll be okay.
All right. Үзэгчдээ тайм аут нэвтрүүлгийн нүрээ төр завсарлаж байна. Хэсэг хугацааны дараа та бүхэндээ бид улам сонирхолтой асуултуудаараа иргэн уулзцолно.
Лавс. Зингүртгүү.
Okay, Senchi. Ujitsin Boding Dan Shu.
Болж байна.
Oh, yes, MB. Come on. Yeah, okay. GS. Be some good hatta.
Сэтгэл Сэнгүр брэнд.
QST зүгийн бол лир тааламжит мэдрэмж байгалийн амт.
Дата шуур урамшуулал үргэлжилсэн. Хэрэг та Skype-ийг хэрэглэж бол 7 өдрийн 4 ГБ дата багцыг 4,000 төгрөгөөр, 30 хоногийн хязгааргүй Facebook багцыг ердөө 1000 төгрөгөөр авах боломжтой. Уншин хэрэглэж бүр 30 хоногийн хязгааргүй Facebook багц тагалдан. Монголын номер 1 дата оператор Skype.
California Fitness.
The next question, do you think is there any player who have potential to play NBA today?
Here in Mongolia,
Yeah, in our Super League.
besides myself?
Yeah.
No. Like I said, there's a lot of guys in this league that were really good, talented.
But they're all.
Huh?
But they're all.
No, I'm not saying that they couldn't play in the NBA. They would just need that experience. They would have to travel outside of Mongolia and play against other competition, you know, to kind of, you know, grow into an NBA player. But, you know, you guys do have NBA talent here.
Okay, this next question comes from this fan, and he's asking, what are you gonna tell when you get back in America? If people ask you about Mongolia, what will be your first thing to say to them?
About Mongolia or Mongolia basketball?
Mongolia in.
It's cold. No.
Long winter.
Yes. My first thing would say, other than it being cold, it's pretty here. It's nice. You know, the mountains in the background. You know, you have all the tall buildings like New York City, that's where I'm from, but we don't have the mountains in the background, so it was really nice.
The view is nice.
The view is nice. You could be in the city and then go into the countryside, which is also nice. I haven't been to the countryside yet, actually,
really?
unfortunately. I would like to go before I leave, but I hear it's nice. You know, but I enjoyed my time here.
Okay, next question is about Sanchi again. So, how would you rate his leadership?
Leadership.
Leading his team?
Well, one thing I've learned with playing with Kobe is that everybody has a different style of leadership. My style of leadership might be different than Kobe's, and my style of leadership was different than Sancher's. You know, he leads in his way. You know, some guys will follow him, and some won't, and some guys will follow me, and some won't. So it's a team sport, and it's a sport with a bunch of individuals. Everybody's not the same. So his leadership might be, you know, might relate to other players, and my leadership might not relate to other players. So I can't rate his leadership because his leadership is just different than mine.
So this next question, What was the reason you decided to end your NBA career and follow or go play basketball in overseas?
Well, I played in the NBA for 6 years. 6 years at the time, I got the experience. I lived my dream. Since I was a baby, I've always dreamed about playing in the NBA. But my second passion was to travel the world. See other foreign lands, get out of the USA.
Meet new people.
Yeah, meet new people, adapt to new cultures. Like I learned a lot about the Lunar New Year, the Mongolian tradition, and how they, the elders, greet each other. And it was nice. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed learning, different cultures. So when I decided to not pursue the NBA, I wanted to travel the world.
That was the main reason.
The main reason.
Okay. Do you think, did you give it all your potential when you play here in Mongolia?
Did I give it all? In the playoffs, I did. The playoffs, I gave 110%. Playoffs are an important time of the season. It's important for the team. It's important for the fans. And it was important for me to win. So in the playoffs, I actually left it all out there on the basketball court. During the regular season, I may have, taken it easy just a little bit. But I needed time to adjust to Mongolian basketball, to my teammates, to the air. The air is different here than it is back at home. It's a lot thinner, not easy to breathe. But when it was playoff time is different. Everybody.
I remember a couple of block shots of you and a couple dunks.
Yeah.
It was exciting.
Yeah, playoff times.
Turn back the time.
Yeah, playoff times. It brings a different level of basketball out of a player.
Okay, this question is about the back. This fan is asking, did you had any back injuries before, and maybe that third game of the playoff, did you aggravate your injury?
Yes, I've actually had back problems before. I've had back spasms before, and they've all happened the same way. I get hit in the head, and my neck will twist a certain way, and it'll pinch a nerve in my lower back. So it's happened before. So it's something I was used to. It's still painful. And did it affect my play in Game 4? A little bit, but like I said, it's playoff time, and I gave it 110%. I wasn't thinking about my back. I was just playing hard.
That's all the questions from the fans, and now I have some question for you. So now you're going back home to see your daughter and your girlfriend. You must be missing them. So when was the last time you talked to them?
Well, I talked to my daughter a few hours ago on FaceTime. Before I went to sleep last night, I FaceTimed them on my cell phone, and I talked to my daughter. She was going to school.
She must be grown up so big now.
Yeah, she'll be 3 on May 6th. And I'm excited. I'm excited to get back to see her smile and to kiss her pretty face.
Okay, once you get back home, what's the plan for this summer?
To continue to play basketball. Hopefully.
On a rookie park?
No. No. I want to travel to either Puerto Rico or Dominican Republic, the Spanish leagues.
South America?
Yeah, South America. There you go. Their leagues are starting around this time.
Really?
So hopefully, I go home, I spend some time with the family, I stay in shape, and I land another job in South America.
Okay. Do you have any offers from the South American teams?
Well, I'm talking to my agent now, and he says that there's a possibility that I might play in either Dominican Republic or I might go back to Venezuela.
All right. What if one of the teams here in Mongolia, they give you an offer to play next season with them? Are you gonna choose one of them, or?
I would consider it. I don't turn down any offers. It would be nice. It would be nice to feel wanted, that a team would make an offer and want me to play with them next season. But I also have other job opportunities elsewhere in other countries, so I'll just weigh them all out and see and make a decision when the time comes.
Obviously, you've been played so many countries, like more than 10, if I'm not wrong. And I just want to ask you this question. You travel the world a lot. How would you compare Mongolian food with the other countries? What's your favorite Mongolian dish?
Booze, of course.
Booze?
Yeah, booze. We call them dumplings back at home, but you guys call them booze. I learned that. But I love dumplings. I love them. I eat them a lot and often when I'm at home. So knowing that it's a big tradition here and custom of Mongolians to eat booze, I felt right at home.
So did you learn how to cook booze?
I did actually learn how to cook booze. I did a cooking show here, and it was fun. And I was on a cooking show with 3 other Mongolian basketball players, and it was for Lunar New Year. It was a special, and we cooked dumplings together. We ate, and we sat around the table and we talked. It was really nice.
All right, that's all my questions. And for the last moment, I give it to you so you can.
Okay. I just want to say thank you for having me. It was a pleasure coming here. It was a pleasure playing in the NBA. I enjoyed my time here in Mongolia. And for the fans, thank you for welcoming me. It was joy, it was fun, and it was a pleasure playing for you guys.
За ингээд гэхдээ тайм аут нэвтрүүлгийн эхний дугаар өндөрлж байна. Өнөөдрийн бидний нэвтрүүлгийн зочноор Мон-Алтиус, Мадимос, Шонхорууд багийн легионер тоглогч Smush Parker оролцлоо. Дараагийн дугаараар бид мөн өөр нэгэн легионер тоглогчдыг оролцуулан та бүхэнд нэвтрүүлгээ өргөх болно. Дараагийн дугаараар эргээд уулзлаа. Түр баяртай үзэгчтэй.
Лавса. Зингүртгүү.
Okay, Senchi. Ujitsin Boding Dan Shu.
Болж байна.
Oh, yes, and B. Come on. Yeah, okay. Yes. Decent good hatta.
Сэтгэл сэргэн Сэнгүр брэнд